Hi guys, in this video of Tech for Droids, we bring to you the latest budget smartphone presented by Xiaomi, the Redmi 2. And in this video, we'll be going about the quick unboxing and the quick review of the device. So let's get started. On the back of the box, we have the specs of the device. The device has a 64-bit Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 chipset clocked at 1.2 GHz. The device has a 4.7-inch HD IPS display. The display is a 720p HD IPS display with a pixel density of 312 ppi. The display has decent viewing angles and is made up of Gorilla Glass 2. The device also has a 8 megapixel rear camera with BSI sensors and also a 2 megapixel front camera. The device is running on 4.4.4 Android KitKat, running on MIUI version 6 ecosystem. So now let's unbox the device. So now we'll carefully remove the top of the box, and the first thing we get is the device itself. So what we'll do is we'll take out the device and keep it aside. Now we have the documentation, and as usual we don't need the documentation, no one reads it. Now we have the travel adapter. The travel adapter supports Quick Charge 1.0. We also have the micro USB cable. We also get a 2200 mAh battery. And now what we'll do is we'll have a look at the build quality of the device. The device has a matte finish back and the device weighs a total of 133 grams, that is 25 grams lighter than the Redmi 1S. On the top of the device we have a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right hand side of the device we have the volume rockers and the power button. There is nothing on the left side of the device. And on the back we have a LED flash, there's a camera and the speaker grill. On the bottom of the device, we have the USB port and the microphone. If we remove the back of the device, we see we have two SIM card slots and both support LTE. We also have a SD card slot which supports 64 gigabytes of memory expandable. So now let's power up the device. As you can clearly see, we have a slot over here. So we have to carefully remove the back of the device, and what we'll get is the slot for the battery. So we'll carefully insert the battery, and what we'll do is we'll put the back on, we'll close it, we'll press it properly, and we'll boot the device. So guys, the device has been booted, and we'll just select the language, the location, and we'll set up the device. Yes, okay. Change your location. We'll wait. We'll choose the default keyboard, that is the Google keyboard. We'll skip the connecting to the Wi-Fi. The phone is checking for the SIM card. We'll continue. And we're good to go guys. The device has been set up. The launcher is loading. There we have it guys. This is the basic MIUI version 6 home screen. We have the various pre-installed applications. We have camera, gallery, music, themes, settings, Play Store, various tools and Google Apps. We also have the dialer, the contacts, browser and messaging on the dock of the device. As you can clearly see, we do not have a particular app drawer on the launcher, and I think it's quite good. We have various applications here and there. We also have three keyboards. We have Google keyboard, Swift key and Flexi keyboard. There are many, you can choose whichever you want to. I prefer Google keyboard. It is the fastest one and the lightest one. Swift keys sometimes becomes very heavy. We have the notification drawer. Here we have the quick toggles and the notification drawer. And on the left we have the notification area where we get the notifications if we get one notification. On the right we have the quick toggles. We have Wi-Fi, we have Bluetooth, the ringer, lock screen, rotation. Then we have torch. If we press on torch, the flashlight will get up. And we have the brightness slider. We can lower the brightness, we can increase the brightness. Then we can go to settings. I'll just lower the brightness a bit. It's fine. We have the airplane mode, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and if you have tasted the MIUI ROM once, you'll see the settings has been redone. In the MIUI version 5, it was totally different. Things have been put here and there, and things are totally changed now. We have about phone, and as you can clearly see, the device is running on Android 4.4.4 KitKat. I think guys this is the most stablest version of Android we have seen so far, the most lightest one. And we have the dialer. The dialer is quite smooth, and it also supports the T9 dictionary function. Uh, then we have the three capacitive buttons. The left one is for the recent menu. The second one is the home, and third one is the back. For those guys who are new to the MIUI ROM, the left one is basically used to clear the RAM, and so guys we use it for RAM management purposes. And that's it guys. We have the back button, the home button. Then we have the various tools. We have Me account, Mail, Updater. Then we have the recorder function. Then we have calculator, downloads, clock, alarm clock, FM radio, and many more stuff. Then we have, this is the calculator guys, and this works quite smooth, and I think it has a nice UI, a simple one. See, it's very fast and it does not stutter at all. As far as the capacitive buttons are concerned, they're not backlit, and I find it very frustrating because in the night you may not be able to use it properly. So I think Xiaomi should have done it, made it backlit. Guys, to compare the performance of two devices, we generally compare the devices on the basis of Antutu benchmark results. So when we test this Redmi 2, let's see what happens. I'm expecting something greater than 19,677 points, because the Redmi 1S had a score of 19,677. And the basic difference between the Redmi 1S and the Redmi 2 is Redmi 1S had a Snapdragon 400 chip, whereas the Redmi 2 has a Snapdragon 410 chip. Because Redmi 2 is obviously a budget phone and they're giving you decent spec. Agreed that Xiaomi is giving a decent specs at such a low price tag, but this does not mean that we'll go comparing the Xiaomi Redmi 2 with high-end devices like Note 4, MIUI M4, you know, Nexus 5, Mi 3, Mi 4. And as we can clearly see, we get the result as 21,028, which is, way better, more than the expectation I had of the N22 benchmarks. So I think it's quite an improvement for the extra $1,000 that you're paying for the Redmi 2 rather than the Redmi 1S. As far as the gaming capabilities of this device is concerned, the device is running a Adreno 306 GPU, and which is quite a nice GPU, I guess. And to prove the same, we are playing Subway Surfers, and you can clearly see there are no lags. The game is smooth, and the 720p is adding to the game experience. So I think that's quite a nice gaming experience that a user can get. As seen in the previous models, Xiaomi has once again been able to maintain the integrity of its camera module. The front camera is a 2 megapixel camera and is able to take quite decent photographs in good daylight. If you have ever used a Samsung device in the past, you must be knowing the importance of a quick camera and a gallery. And I'm sure Xiaomi's Redmi 2 can help you in this. The camera and the response time are very nice. Believe me, the gallery opens within seconds. And I think this is the best part of the gallery and the camera that should be there in every smartphone today. The rear camera is a 8 megapixel camera having BSI sensors, and we tried to take a few photographs in low light, and we found that unexpectedly the result was nice. So overall the camera of the phone is quite nice, and I think people who are looking for great camera phones at a very decent price should go for this phone. Because if you look at a Moto E, it has a 5 megapixel camera without LED flash and without autofocus. This phone is offering you a camera with LED flash and as well as autofocus. So I think this is a very nice deal. So guys, to conclude the unboxing and the review of the Redmi 2, we have seen that this device has great features and a good build quality. And most importantly, it feels good in the hand. So if you are looking for a budget smartphone, this is the one you should get. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like the video, give the video a thumbs up. Do comment, we are open for suggestions. And guys, do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. It's me, Ayod, signing out of the box.